Hi all, welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to be doing the Terminator issue 53 and 54. And my co-host tonight is...
Dave Milne. Hi all.
Hi Dave.
Alright, Adrian?
Yep, just... As you can show, doing issue 53. Hi P40F20. Right, let's organize the camera mount, sort things out. Oh, hang on, wrong. Sorry. Wrong one. Shall we get into the build?
Yep.
Give me a moment, just changing camera angle.
Well, tonight we'll be fitting more parts to the torso and pelvis.
Right.
And if Adrian might be able to change the picture to show you what would...
I'll just... Of course, everyone who's ever listening in the future, down here it says this item not suitable for age 40 and under. I always share that now and then, basically.
Are you ready for the list of parts?
Right. Yes, I'm just getting the right package.
Right. 53 wood leg joint section.
Yes. And say so, I'm afraid that's plastic. Well, I think you couldn't get any better detail in metal if you tried to.
And 53-2 hip socket.
Yes, I believe that's the other one.
Plastic?
Yes. Guess it looks plastic.
53-3 inner side muscle.
And that feels not cold to the touch, so that could be... That's plastic. Yes.
And 53-4 muscle connection.
Yes, and here we go. Another one of these.
Is that plastic or metal?
Yeah, that's plastic again. I believe we won't be using it until next time.
For something that's large, there's a lot of plastic in it.
Guess what? If we think about it, if it's going to be mostly metal, it's going to weigh a lot. And already it's starting to be heavy.
We're going to need... you will also need tweezers, optional. Your complete assembly from issue 52. And super glue and a cocktail stick or whatever else you use to put your glue on.
Yes, exactly, yes. Well, yes, it depends. If you're using thick glue, basically, you need to use a cocktail stick to basically so you can put it where you need to.
I find a pin easier. It's less... tends to slide off the metal easy. A bit more control than a cocktail stick. Just let us know when you're ready for step one.
Right, yeah. I'm going to actually get you the magazine ready. I'm going to ask you to read out step 9 on issue 54.
Issue 54, step 9.
After you've done to like step 1, I think. What's the next?
Yeah,
in a moment.
That'll keep falling out unless you stick it.
Yes.
Yes. Till step 9. Yes. That keeps falling out till you get to step 9 and 10. So it might
Yeah,
be
on the
worth,
next magazine sort of thing.
it might be worth leaving that until we get, like you see, till step 9 and 10.
Or go straight on to.
So
Right,
we'll go
okay.
straight on to step 3 then.
Right, yes.
All right. Step 3,
Right,
apply.
so step 2 basically. Right,
Is it?
okay, it's in there, and it's
Step 2.
right,
Step 2 is
step
just tell
3.
you it's in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Step 3. And I don't know if you want to dry fit first, but apply a little super glue to the inner recesses of the
Well,
hip.
yeah, I'd rather select right. Okay, yes. See how well it goes on. Make sure it fits on before you start gluing it, and you don't know. Then you know if the glue's taking up too much space. Then you know. Oh,
So that's like step 4 would be to identify the 2 pegs on the left side of the pelvis circled where the hip socket will be fitted. Adrian just showed you when he was dry fitting.
it's like a piston. If you get water in there, inside the piston won't go down all the way down.
Mm-hmm. So we're now going to do step 5, where fix the tip socket 53.2 in place on the side of the pelvic so that the pegs on the pelvis go into the recesses in the hip socket.
Generally, you find they're using tweezers to basically take pictures of angling it right.
Yep.
It doesn't mean you need to use tweezers. They're just giving the option, right? Okay.
So you could get a better look.
Yes.
Instead of somebody's thumb and finger in a way. Right.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Step 6 shows the hip socket 53.2 in place, and then it's stage complete. The other 2 pieces will be used later on.
Yes, exactly.
That was a very quick issue.
Well, yeah, basically like 3 steps putting this one in.
Yeah.
To be honest, why couldn't they just tell her another step? Basically, once you put that into there, just push it in. Because how many steps for this issue was? Out of this magazine, only 6 steps we had.
3 of them was that.
Yes, and this is the parts going to be for if I was doing it weekly. This is the parts for the next week.
All right, so we're now moving on to issue 54. Assembling a muscle and attaching the side muscles. And your list of parts, 54.1, leg joint section.
Yes, and that is
Plastic.
Plastic again. Yep.
54.2, outer muscle.
Yeah, I bet you gather what we end up doing again.
Yeah, it's the other side. 54.3, inner muscle.
Yeah.
54.4, muscle cap.
Yes.
And 54.5, inner side muscle.
Yes.
And you will also need tweezers, the muscle connection 53.4, super glue, and cocktail sticks.
Problem is, like to this one, we're going to doing a lot more.
It looks like it, but it's okay.
Yes.
Ready for step 1? Fit the inner muscle 54.3 into the outer muscle 54.2, inserting it through the wider end of the part 54.2.
that's basically putting that in there. So at the moment, because as without with the instructions memory like that, you put that in there and you glue that one in there, and that goes through there. So what's the point of putting that in there when you need to glue that in there?
Well, it says step 2, pull the inner muscle, the muscle 54.3 through the outer muscle 54.2 as shown. So it goes like that.
Yeah, like that.
Right. Step 3, apply a little super glue around the end of the muscle cap 54.4 just beneath the rim, which is the blue shaded area. Slide it into the inner muscle 54.3 and down to the outer muscle 54.2.
Actually, the way you got to try and hold that is, my opinion, is a bit ridiculous. So I'm sorry, I'm going to spray it on here. It's my model. At the end of the day, if you interpret the instructions a different way, it's your choice.
It's whatever's easy for you.
Yes, it's like it's a push fit, and if you want to put a bit of glue on it, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Or if it's a push fit, you push fit it. If it keeps on coming out, right, I'm going to whack a bit of glue on that. Because I reckon that would actually hold in there without any glue. It depends how much of the piston works. Right. Ooh. Step 4 is probably right. Because I was about to show step 4.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to just slide that one in there. Because if you want to try and put that, that'll be like there. Then you've got to try and get and slide that in there. It's so much doing it that way.
Right, step 5. Take the muscle connector 53.4 supplied with the previous issue. Apply a little super glue around port 53.4 just below the rim, blue shaded.
Yeah,
Fix
you know what I'm going to do.
Fix the place of the outer muscle 54.2.
Be honest.
You're doing the same.
I know that. Yeah, I'm going to just stick it on the other surface. Because this edge is small and probably... It depends what type of glue you got. Though, isn't it, sort of thing? If yours is more thicker, then probably, yes, it's perfect to put it on the other one. Because by looking at this, you have little raised little pins. And you don't know how well that is tight in. What is step 6? Right. Oh.
Step 6 shows it assembled.
Yes. So I was just checking, make sure there's no lines on the thing. I can't see any joint there. I want to check that before, because I know it's going to be something probably like that. I don't want the line be along there. I would have liked it being offside sort of thing. That's my opinion. Right. Step 7.
Step 7. Take the completed assembly, which was last worked upon in issue 53, and the inner side muscle 54.5, which is what you used last week.
Do you want to mention this to the last 2 people in the chat?
Where we're up to? Oh, dear. P45. Hi, Adrian, Dave. Hi, P40F20. Dave C. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all okay. I'm having a guilty night off from streaming and viewing. That's okay, Dave. You probably need it. And Wayne, hi all.
Thank you. Right. As you said that, I just inserted that one in there.
So basically,
they're loose fit, to be honest. They're not really tight, really.
so you step 8, fit the inner side muscle 54.5 into the shaft on the left side of the torso. And step 9 as fit the inner side muscle 53.4 into the socket 49.3. The ball end needs to be pushed firmly in place. Do not use any glue.
Yeah.
Step 10, similarly fit the inner 54.5 into the socket 49.3 and push it firmly into place. Do not use glue. So they must lock in there pretty tight.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't like the look of those.
Yeah, my son says when he put the part on his on the other side, he says it looks a bit. But I suppose it's got to be flexible because it's your body moving about in it.
Well, you got the 2 ball joints, and your body's got to go like that, and your back does not really go that way because it's the way those are designed. So basically, that goes like so.
And that's a bit flexible the other way.
Yeah. I feel like getting another one of those and just put that section a little bit further in there to make that shaft a little bit longer. To me, they could have done those a little bit better.
Could have done. They could have put a rubber on the inside so it would hold.
Guess. And so far.
And that's your stage complete. Another muscle has been assembled, and the side muscle on the torsos has been attached to the pelvis. The other parts will be used in a future issue.
Yes.
And can anybody guess where they're going? I've got an idea.
What, these 2?
I have
an idea.
I know where one is.
Well, I would gather how they go together. So I partly cheated for a moment.
And
as I do, if the part I put in a package, I keep them in the package so they don't get damaged. Shall we quickly show them what we're going to get next week?
Yep.
Or the part I'm going to be doing next week?
It is a hip
Let
part.
me just neatly open up the box.
Yeah, I've seen it. My son's got that part. And I think...
yes, and here's the part.
Yeah, it looks nice, but I think it's plastic, isn't it?
If I just do... what do you reckon?
I think it's plastic.
Yes, it's plastic. Yes.
Bit of a disappointment, a part like that would have been nice and metal.
Well, yes, it would have been nice and metal. And to be honest, all you get in this issue is the screws. And if you did not get issue 53 and 54, you cannot complete this issue. So if you had a problem with those issues, you couldn't. It's an effort, so I can't do anything with this issue.
So you need issue 53 and 54 to complete that.
Yes. And what we get for next week, I'll be showing you next week.
That's it. Quick.
Yes. Nice and quick. Truth.
The robots are starting to get like that now, quick parts.
Yes. Well, you never know. Some issues, some issues difficult and some issues pretty easy. You can't have every issue the same amount of work, can you really? And I got change my camera angle. Come on. Right. Get both of them. Yeah, well, some issues are big and some issues probably like with the Bismarck as well. You probably get some issues. I think.
Yeah.
Is that all I'm doing? And other issues, you got a lot of steps to do.
Tell you what, there's some tricky parts on that Bismarck. Whew. I've been helping my son with it, and there's some lots of little tiny pieces going on, and some lots of bending photo etch. So
Yes.
So if anybody's never modelled before and picked up the Bismarck, oh, they're in for a shock.
Yes, they are. Hi, Chris Camplin. Thank you for saying hi to both of us. Yes. So some, as you say, some part works is a lot of work and some issues pretty easy. I reckon on the Root Master, most of them probably down the line will be roughly easy.
Yeah.
They could be.
Root Master hasn't been a bad build.
No.
But I think you go from the Root Master, if you go to the Bismarck, I would say the Bismarck is a more advanced build than the Root Master. Because
Yes.
you don't do much gluing on a Root Master. Actually, I don't think I've done hardly any gluing on a Root Master. Whereas the Terminator, you're doing a bit gluing, but the Bismarck, you're doing a hell of a lot of gluing in some really small little holes. So you've got to be pretty precise. This is why, like World of Wayne, I say to my sons when they're doing it, don't use a cocktail stick, use a pin, because you can get the glue more precise. And it runs off the metal of the pin easier than what it does off wood.
Well, exactly. Yes. It's a metal pin is a lot finer tip basically to a cocktail stick. They're probably saying cocktail sticks because then it's something you can basically, after you used it, you can basically throw it away.
Yeah. If you get yourself a nice little sewing pin about that long, does the job. Just as good. As long as you make sure you keep it clean of super glue.
I believe I've probably got a member of your family watching as well.
Yep, my son Warren. He's building Bismarck and X-Wing.
Right.
Oh, and the Ferrari. Hello, Warren. He said, I said I was going to be on. He says he'll watch.
Thank you, Warren.
So I've got you a new subscriber there. Make sure you subscribe to Adrian, Warren.
What he probably did is probably had. Yes, I think I did see him subscribe to me. That's if his channel, if he's got his channel on public, because I think I did see. Oh yes. Right. Yes, as I said, I'll be doing the next two issues next week. That's if the issue in the shop comes in. Otherwise, I might be a bit stuck. And if it doesn't come in, well, I'll probably have to end up doing a Spitfire, and of course, then I have the awkward issue. Right? Okay, still got being start with an odd number, but the even number, then ending in the odd number.
Or you could do the tank.
No, I'm doing the tank this Sunday.
Do the tank this Sunday.
Yes. And it roughly took me about 2 hours, roughly non-stop. I don't think... I said I was going to really do for an hour show, basically, and we just carried on sort of thing. I did the whole pack 1, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At the end of the day. Of course, as we say, different countries have different types of glues, don't they?
Yeah. I use a Gorilla Glue.
I'm at the moment using the glue from the range sort of thing, as it's. I know it when it dries, it's white, so that's why I'm not worried if it gets on the outside.
Mm-hmm. And as I say, the Gorilla Glue, you can get different velocities as well. So I think
Yes.
the one I've got's a little bit thick. I need a thinner one.
Or when you get down low, you think, right, okay, I need a shot for a different type.
I've got some. My son's. I've got some a bottle of Tamiya extra thin. So I'm thinking of trying to use because I used to use that on other plastic models. I'm going to try and use that when I'm putting the Spitfire together. Because you can put the joint together, and you can run the extra thin around the joint, and it's supposed to melt the plastic together better. But whether this ABS is too thick for it, I don't know.
Well, we won't know until you start. Well, when we have to come around gluing it, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. So probably when I put the engine bits together, I know the bits were done on a Spitfire last time.
Oh yes.
I'm going to try the extra thin on that.
Yes, you got to glue the engine together.
Yeah. See how it holds.
And probably the way I done it was
The way you did it,
I assembled the plastic bits together, then glued the top bits on, because then you can actually then leave it sitting upright.
Mm-hmm. The only thing is, when you're using like the Tamara extra thin, it's not quick drying. So it's not like, oh, fix them ports, they'll do this. You got to leave it to dry.
Well, when you push the engine together, it's just designed you can basically just push it together and leave it like so. But as I say, they instruct you to put a bit of glue on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just once you put a bit of glue, push it together, it'll stay together.
Mm-hmm.
You can still handle it, but then at least the glue can still like stay drying. Then you can put the two V shapes together in that block.
Uh-huh.
Then when you glue the tops on, then leave it alone.
Because as I say, super glue, it can be set in 10 seconds. Your modelling glue, like your Tamiya, no, you won't get. You get long. You got to leave it hours to dry. But it gives you more time to play with if anything happens.
There is a type of spray you can use where it actually sets glue off. Would that work on that Tamiya glue?
I don't know. I just know it's used a lot in the plastic modelling world. You know, if you're building your ordinary Spitfire, so I don't know how well it works with the ABS, so I'm going to experiment and see what it's like. Because the magazines always say a super glue. But I was watching somebody, I was doing the test build, and he was doing issue 4, and he was using the Tamiya extra thin.
Well, the other people think, well, actually, I prefer using that type of glue than plastics. You know, you look at other glues, they say plastics, right? Okay, I'll probably use that glue. It's down to other people's choices. Well, as I say, there's different types of glues out there, different brands of glues out there.
As I say, you can buy the little tubes of Revel glue. I'm not keen on them. That's why I still, when I build an ordinary plastic model, I use the Tamiya glue, not them little Revel things, because I think that the rubbish, you get more glue all over the place than what you get on a model.
Yeah.
As I say, with the extra thin, if you're building something like the fuselage of a Spitfire or something like that, you can put it together, hold it together, and just use the brush and just go along the top like that. And Oh, I've got these jigs for doing aircraft, and I just push them. That holds it together. Put it down. Come back 2 hours later, and it's solid.
Well, yes, it's well. Some people like doing a YouTube channel. Basically, they can't do that if they're actually doing like a live stream, like I am.
Oh,
I wouldn't ever do that sort of thing. Or if someone's actually doing a recording, basically, they can like, okay, yes, do
yeah.
that section,
Uh-huh.
go away. Oh, hi guys, back in a
That's where
sec. So,
that's where super glue comes in good if you're doing a live stream because it instantly makes that contact.
yes. At the end of the day, it's your model. It's your choice if what type of glue it is. If you're using fast gluing setting glue or you're using slow setting glue. As I said, I'm gluing this part. I'm doing it how it's someone put glue there, but I know I'm not putting on the right correct surface. It's my model. It's my choice.
Yep.
It's like I'd say something push fit. Later down the road, if it just comes off, right, I don't want that coming off again. Right, I'll put a bit of glue in there and stick it on. It's down to every people's choice, basically.
Mhm.
If they say push fit and well, I'd rather yes push fit it all. If it does come apart, then right, glue it.
Yeah.
And at least if you've got different items, basically you're not sure which one goes where. If you start gluing them, then you're a bit stuck. Or if it's 2 points, you're only gluing half it on. You got another bit sticking up in the air. How do you know that's in the correct place?
That's where slow drying glue can be the saviour
Yes.
over super glue.
Not if you have the next part what goes onto it the next week though.
Oh well, then you're knackered, don't you?
Yeah. So basically, right.
Mind you, one thing I've got a racing car in the other room that was built with super glue, and bits and pieces still can't fall off over the years.
Well, yeah, glue does. You find certain glue do break down after a while, don't they?
And I've got the McLaren race car. I've had it for years. It's about 5 year old, sitting in the other room, but bits have dropped off, and that's the super glue feeling.
Yeah,
And the
well,
model doesn't
you
get,
find
and the
probably
model does,
it's down to
and
the
the
type of
model
glue,
doesn't
though,
get
isn't it?
touched.
Sort of.
And the model doesn't get touched. It's in a unit under the television in the other bedroom. Doesn't get touched. But you can see bits and pieces have dropped off, and that's the super glue feeling.
Yes.
So I've had to pair tweezers and put the bits back on. So that could be because temperature changes in the room could be causing it. I don't know.
Could be yes, because you don't know. It depends if probably those that if it's 5 years old, probably those sort of glue didn't actually weren't able to alter the shape of it. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like some glues actually merge two plants together or melt the plants together. Then it's a good tightness. And
yet I've had models without type Revel glue. Never fell apart in the 10, 15 years old.
yes,
It's just funny how some glues can work and some can just suddenly fail.
of course. Well, it's probably down to the brand at the time. Sort of you know, that nowadays good improved glues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, as I say, the one I get from the range, someone said it dries clear, so it's a chemical they don't either put in it or they change. Right? Okay.
I think Wilder Wayne uses that glue from the range.
Yes.
He recommends that glue from the range.
Because when you use it, it dries clear, basically, and you don't get the actual fumes coming off it. And staining it white. So then you got to clean it off. That's one of the reasons I like it as well.
And as I say, years ago, plastics you weren't using ABS plastics for modelling. Now, as I say, we're starting to use it, and maybe when this model was built about 5 years ago, the ABS was just coming in, so the glues weren't coping. Now glues are better and they're coping with ABS.
Yes, could be yes. Right. So how are you getting on your
P40
bust at the
F20?
moment?
I'll just go through this. P40 F20. An alternative is to see would be Woodland Scenic Foam Tack Glue. It's a PVA type glue with a strong grip.
Yes.
And yeah, he's given me some advice on that. You think the plastic using these parts work? Since ABS is extra thin, will not work well in on this. Right, Chaz, P40 F20. I'll probably get some
Hi,
thin
Mark.
out super glue. Yeah. Plastic models are styrene. Extra thin is made to work on styrene. So I'm probably better off not using extra thin than if I take P40 F20's advice.
Well, yes. He's probably tried it based on other models, and you find he's actually passing on his experience on his models.
Yep.
Right. Thank you all for watching. Dave?
Yep. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll catch you again next week. When
Please,
will we
guys.
build Terminator again?
Yes, next week. Yes, week tonight. Please, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe to my channel if you please. And don't forget to hit the bell notification. You'll be informed of the next show. Or any others channels you're actually watching you're interested in. Please subscribe to them. And don't forget to hit the bell notification. Thank you for watching.
Bye.